2 dog adoptions so far. Little Erin, the poodle we all know and love, finally made it home to Laura on Long Island, where she is as happy as could be. Mora, the terrier mix, is enjoying her new mommy, Jen. And Tino, the poodle, is hanging out in the West Village these days with his new mom, Lee. She says he is totally precious and really special. Last but not least, remember Lovebug, the lovable but deaf puppy? Well, she got adopted too. She now enjoys her new home with 1 cat and 2 doggy siblings. This week, we paid a visit to the Sean Casey Animal Center in Brooklyn.
Sean Casey Animal Rescue started as just me rescuing a few animals here and there when I was a kid, and it, over the years, has blossomed into one of the most active rescue groups in New York City. When you come to our shelter, the first thing you'll notice is a little different than most shelters. We have all kinds of animals: cats, dogs, exotic animals, birds, reptiles, fish. Anything you can imagine for adoption, you'll find it here. Seeing an animal go home is one of the most rewarding experiences for me. Especially when they've been here a while and you get close to them, you see them every day in the cage and you feed them and you walk them and you care for them, and just to know that they're finally going someplace better, it's just an overwhelming feeling. It makes us happy every day, and that's why we all get out of bed and come here and do what we have to do each day. We're very excited about being part of Adoptapalooza. We plan to have close to 15 dogs and 15 to 20 cats at the event.
Adoptapalooza is to raise awareness about the homeless cats and dogs in New York City that need homes. The different groups have different policies, but basically Animal Care and Control will be adopting the day of the event. So people can go down and go home with their new 4-footed furry family member. You save a life, you have a good time, what could be bad?
Well, Adoptapalooza is this Saturday, May 22nd, from 11 to 4 in Washington Square Park, so you must come. There's going to be hundreds of dogs there, and all the dogs you see here today, if they don't get adopted, will be there with Sean Casey. But before we get to that, we have a very special guest here. Miss Tinsley Mortimer is here, and we're both going to be at Adoptapalooza on Saturday.
It's going to be so much fun. I'm so looking forward to it. Great to bring awareness to pet adoption and to find these babies a home. And,
yes.
And we have a doggy contest.
We're going to be judging the costume contest.
Is this the first Adoptapalooza?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not the first, but so it's going to be great, though.
It's going
to
to
be a
so
lot of fun.
Also, we encourage you to bring your own dogs, too, if you have them, to come and just have fun and dress them up in a costume. Maybe they can win the costume contest.
You're bringing your 2 dogs.
I'm bringing my babies, my 2 chihuahuas. So, yeah, Bibi and Bella. Just tattooed their names on my wrist. I love them so much.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
you're in love.
Yes, I adore them. So it'll be so much fun.
Before we get to the dogs, I just want to ask you, High Society, your reality show, just finished.
It did.
What was that experience like for you?
Oh, my God. It was so much fun. I loved doing it. I would love to be a part of it. The CW was great, and it was so much fun. I loved it.
So fun. Okay, well, we've got to get to these wonderful dogs, and if you want to adopt any of them, call 718-436-5163 or 718-436-7387. Sean, take it away.
How are you?
Tell us about these adorable doggies.
Well, this is Chi-Chi. She's a 3-year-old Cane Corso mix. She came to our shelter, and she was actually nursing her puppies. Her owners couldn't afford to care for her anymore. And surrendered her with her babies. She finished raising her babies at the shelter, and they've since been adopted.
Oh,
that's nice.
And Mama's by herself.
Mama's been with us about 6 months now, and she's ready to go home. She loves other dogs and loves kids.
Very calm. Well, with all the other ones.
Yeah,
yeah.
Plays well with others.
Some people I think are afraid of big dogs, but she seems really, really sweet and calm. She is.
Let's get to
So I have Sylvester, right?
Yeah.
Sylvester's holding on for dear life. I love Sylvester.
How cute. He's so interesting looking.
Okay, so tell us about Sylvester.
Sylvester is a 1-year-old. He's still a puppy. He was given up by somebody who just couldn't handle him anymore. He was very nervous, and she had very rambunctious children who kind of picked on him a little bit.
That's hard for little dogs.
Yeah.
That's probably why he's holding on for dear
So
life.
he does get nervous, and he's tense when around strangers, but he warms up very quickly once he gets to know you. I think he'd do best in a home without very small children.
Just adults, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh,
great.
All right.
And who's this?
That's Papa.
Papa. Papa. Hey, Papa. He likes that.
Papa Dog actually came in with Mama Dog, who's down below.
Oh, hi, Mama. Mama. And they have to get adopted together, right?
Yes,
They're a team.
They are a bonded pair of puppies, and they need to stay together. They're 6-year-old purebred miniature pinchers. Unfortunately, somebody was using them as breeders, and after Mama produced several litters, they just tied the 2 of them out in the street and left them there.
Papa's so thin.
Yes, Papa's very thin.
Yeah.
Mama's a little obese.
She's a little chunky.
So someone who can take in two
Somebody
dogs.
who can take in two. They're wonderful dogs.
And
Okay, there's
Tinsley.
Tiny. I have Tiny.
Tinsley has Tiny. Perfect.
Yeah.
Tiny's our little senior Yorkie Chihuahua mix. He's about 7 years old.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. So sweet and just calm and precious and
Aw.
such a good little baby.
Like half asleep, too. Can't keep his eyes
Tiny's
open.
owner couldn't afford to care for her anymore and had to surrender her.
All right, and we already talked about Mama.
Mama.
And we got Hazel.
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 Hazel was running amok a few minutes ago
Yes.
through the studio.
Hazel broke free. She's a 5-year-old Shih Tzu mix. She came from a home that had several dogs, and the owner actually became overwhelmed. She realized she just had too many pets
Yeah.
and
That
surrendered
happens.
several dogs to the shelter.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and last but not least, who have you got on the end?
Last one is Irving. He's our puppy.
What a
He's
beauty.
about 4 months old. He's a border collie mix. Very sweet dog, loves other dogs. He is a high energy dog, so he needs somebody who has an active lifestyle.
Is he gonna get big because his paws are so much bigger than
Yeah,
his body?
he's gonna be about Chi-Chi's size, 50 to 60 pounds. And he'd be great for a runner or a hiker, an outdoor person, somebody who really wants to give a dog a lot of
Right.
exercise.
We've got something for everyone here today.
Absolutely. Well, Sean, Tinsley, thank you so much.
Thank
Everyone
you.
come to Adoptapalooza this weekend in Washington Square Park. Hang out with us, hang out with the dogs. And if you want to adopt any of these guys, call 718-436-5163 or 718-436-7387. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, guys. And when we come right back, celebrity hairstylist Sally Hirschberger is going to be here. She's recreating several of the most